So last week my Black River trucks broke, so I had to get new trucks, but I decided to also just get a deck. So I just ordered it all from TP Decks. So that's what this is. And the box looks really cool. So I did try contacting the Vault Pro Scooters, which is where I got my Black River trucks, to see if maybe by some lucky chance they would be willing to send me a replacement hanger or something like that. Now, I didn't expect them to actually be willing to, but I had to try just in case. So yeah, they said no. So that's why now I decided to get dynamic trucks. Not because I think Black River trucks are bad. I like my Black River trucks, but just because dynamics are different. All right then. First of all, cardboard on the top. Very nice. Very cool. And then there's the deck right there. Holy cow. That is sick. Look at that. I don't care what you think. That is sick. That is such a cool bottom ply. So I've been craving a higher shape. I've been wanting to try something with a bit of a higher shape. So this is the TP Decks High Mold. And it looks so good. And then these are Level Up Beta Bushings. You could say they're my dream bushings because I have been wanting to try these for so long. And that sounds ridiculous because they're bushings. They're super cheap, so I could have tried them a lot sooner. I don't know why I haven't yet, but that's what these are. I'm excited for those. And then these are dynamic trucks. These are 32 millimeter, just chrome. Yeah, I've had dynamics before. I like them. They got stripped. I stripped the base plates. That's my fault, but yeah. And then these, these are just O-rings. This is funny, but I just like O-rings. I know they don't last very long, and this is just a whole bunch of tape. This is 10 sheets of tape because I ran out of tape. And then, wow, that is a big dynamic sticker. I didn't get that big of a sticker when I ordered dynamics from Dynamic. And then there's some more. This one. And I'll be honest, I don't know what this is. So I don't know which way this goes. Is this? This is dynamic. Okay, never mind. It goes like that. Oh yeah, it's a D. Huh. These are the dimensions right here. It's just 33 millimeters. And look at that. This looks really good. Awesome. So it's a split ply, but it's also got this like crazy bottom ply. I don't know. Is that called zebra? I don't know, but it's so cool. Look at that. Awesome. And there's that shape. So it's got higher kicks, which I've been craving, like I said, but it still has very mellow concave. So that's going to be really nice because I do like mellow concave. I'll be honest. I cannot stand high concave, so that looks amazing. And there's that top ply. That is so cool. And then there's like an orange middle ply. That is awesome. And then we've got some really sick stickers as well. Look at that. Those are really cool. So this is actually like one of the thinnest decks that I have ever seen. This is a goat on the road, and they're known as being pretty thin, so it's, I mean, look at that. It's even thinner than the goat on the road. So the countersinks look great. The holes look straight, so I won't have any problems with that, like I always do with my own decks, and I actually had a few problems with that with a cow ply. I've always preferred to put my trucks on before the tape. Not because it's like a feel thing. I don't really mind having holes in the grip tape. It's just they always end up looking so bad. I can never poke the holes very well. Alright, the screws fit through some of the holes. I don't like having to screw the screws through the deck. I like it when the holes in the deck are loose enough that you can just push the screws through, but whatever. One thing I really don't like about Dynamics, though, is the stock pivot cups. They kind of ruin the whole thing. Like, the bushings are fine. I like the bushings. It's just the pivot cups are pretty bad. Black River pivot cups, though, those are actually pretty good. I'm also just remembering, so I got these normal O-ring bushings in pink, because why not? Why not pink? And they come with just a standard tube pivot cup thing, but I also bought some other separate pivot cups. They kind of look like the dynamic ones, but obviously they're black. I guess I'll try them. I'll see if they're any better, but I just realized they have dynamic written on the base plate. I don't think my last trucks from Dynamic had that. No. One of my favorite parts about beta bushings is if you've seen like a real skateboard trucks and their bushings, these are like the closest bushings that I have ever seen to real skateboard bushings. That's really cool. They look just really cool. This is way better. I think that these pivot cups are definitely better than the stock dynamic ones. This is almost an entirely new setup except for wheels. I didn't get new wheels because I don't have any problems with these wheels. These are flat-faced G8s, and I'll be honest, these might be my favorite wheels just because they last so long and they feel so good. I have no need to get new wheels, and I don't know if I'll need to for a long time. I wasn't sure how well the turquoise wheels would go with the rest of the setup, but it looks pretty good. So Mike Schneider recently made a video where he talked about re-gripping fingerboards, and in that video, he showed how he washes his grip tape. And I'm always willing to try new ways to break in my grip. So I went ahead and tried that. So we'll see how this works out. Man, I need a new file. That's not the worst grip job I've ever done. Alright, you know what time it is. Oh. That feels really good already. I'm not about to do a review on it. I need to get used to this stuff, but it already is. Wow. Doing nollie feels a little goofy because the nose is so high, but come on. Here, let's try it with the tail. There we go. Nollie tray flip. Sick. It already feels like really good. I don't know what to say. This is awesome. I should explain though, the reason why I got a TP deck is not only, like I said, because I was craving a shape like this, but also because Leah, the owner, has a really cool YouTube channel and made videos showcasing the making of these decks, and so that's really helpful in knowing these decks are made well. You can see the process, but also because Chris Daniels reviewed them, and Chris Daniels is awesome, so they must be good, right? This is already really good.